everyone, today I'll be reviewing this Netflix, like kind of like a sitcom. This series just dropped on Netflix. It's called Man vs. Bee, and it is starring Rowan, Atkinson. I don't know how to say this. I actually never liked Mr. Bean, this show or movie, world famous, everybody likes it. I actually never liked it for some reason. I always find those movie or comedy very forced to me. So I had no expectation from this show. I was just sitting there and thinking, ooh, I don't know. I actually thought it was a movie, but this is actually a show, and this show has only 9 episodes, and it's super easy to binge. And what do I think about this show? Someone who doesn't like Mr. Bean or nothing, I thought this show was, it was so funny, it was hilarious, honestly, especially the way the show was done. Like, really, you feel the laughter in your bone. It's so hilarious. It's not like hoo funny, but it's really funny. And in the position he was in this show, I was like, oh my god. So in this show, like, he's a house sitter, so he goes to this multi-million-dollar house to house sit the house. Like, there is a dog, and these rich people just leave the house to him for the day. They actually don't know that he's like just this random person come to their door. They just actually give him this job. Of course, he is, and that house is so fancy. Everything is so automatic. Like, everything is automatic. All the cabinet and everything, even the appliances. So, when it's kind of like a modern, fancy house. So, of course, he need to. And in the show, this house owner is telling him, like, you have to like do this to open the cabinet, open the fridge, and do that, and everything is like automatic in that house. And he's trying to remember, like, all this thing. But in the show, of course, when he accidentally, also they leave him with this manual, and in that manual has everything, like how to operate everything. So in this show, of course, when he accidentally burnt the manual, of course, after that, this house become like basically, oh my god, like out of nowhere in this house, basically one bee enters, and this bee it's so smart in this show, and like somehow this show, this bee really make his life hell. Basically, that is what this show is about, and he basically destroyed this $1 million house accidentally, like not intentionally, of course, accidentally. And this show, you see, he goes to prison for this. And again, this show how funny it was, like all the scene, like, I was so laughing out loud. Someone who doesn't like Mr. Bean that much, and I was like, it's so funny. How he tried to fix everything, he ends up breaking everything. And this house, man, this house does have the most expensive weird stuff. And I was like, really, you paid that much money for this ugly thing? Yeah, they did. That's how rich people is, they buy all this fancy stuff. They cost so much money, they think it's worth so much. I keep thinking about how he destroyed everything in that house, and unintentionally, of course. And when this show starts with his house sitting, I was thinking, what is house sitting? I never heard this word before, and I was like, so that is what house sitting is. You look after the house when this rich people goes away, which is very nice job if you can get it. But for his case, he just. That being said, as much as I didn't like the bee or the way it was destroying him and the house, I really like this dog. This dog was quite nice, I guess. If he says sit, it sits. If he says please, it's listen to him. What can I say? This show really surprised me. It was so good. I had so much fun watching it, and it's definitely worth checking. And that was my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this show? And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget other reviews on other stuff. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.